For God's sake, you must always have a safety meeting, my friend.
You guys remember that movie? Scary. What's that movie? Wayans Brothers. What the hell?
Have you guys met CC?
No, no, I have not. It's not every day a guy just shows up for the podcast with a chicken in his hand. It's just so you know, Thanksgiving we eat turkey.
No, CC's been pardoned, as you know.
He's been pardoned. I love it.
Oh,
Go ahead.
no.
Just set her down here.
Settle down.
There you go.
The chicken's like, I don't know what's happening here, but this can't be good for me.
Just set her down.
Just let her go.
There you go. Let hands go. Oh, boy.
Look at that.
Wow.
Well,
Time to eat.
Feathers are all ruffled.
Hefty feather.
What whiskey do you want to pick tonight, Chris?
I think me and Nick were having some conversations. I think Buffalo Trace would be a
We were talking about that.
fantastic.
Hard to come by.
selection.
Okay. All right, give me a second.
It's pretty rare stuff. Can you reach it? Grab the chicken. See if the chicken will pick the Buffalo Trace. Construction chicken? Is that the name of the chicken? Construction chicken? CC?
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
CC's a very well-mannered chicken.
I'm surprised. Is it a boy or a girl? A girl, right? Because it'd be a rooster if it wasn't.
Good to be back with you boys.
Eat some of that food.
Yeah, it's been a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah. Like 3-4 months.
Fall went
Feels
right by.
longer.
Yeah. Well, that's a very well-behaved chicken.
It really is.
Yeah.
Super tasty, too, I bet.
You know, I've seen that chicken on so many construction sites.
Is it, who was it, Charles, back in the day that was like, drove by some wild turkeys and he was like, man, I wonder what that tastes like. Like, probably like turkey, I think.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
David Moon.
Does that chicken taste like chicken, you think?
Like I said, it's been on so many construction sites. I guess it tastes kind of like treated lumber.
Cigarettes and Monster energy drinks. The
Stay
chickens lived off Red Bull.
or jump down.
Well, that's pretty cool to have a chicken on the show. That's the first ever.
Yeah, first
Chicken.
guest appearance.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like the chicken should put a headset on and hang out with us. What do you think, Charles?
So that's a special chicken. That
Okay.
is the last chicken of our entire flock. And I think it was, how old were you? Were you, Selena? I'm talking to Selena out back. Yeah, the first chicken. I think it may be 10 years old. So she's, how old are you? She's 20. So 10 years ago, we got our first chickens. And it was a friend of mine had gifted 4 of them to us.
Okay.
And I remember bringing them home, and the girls were holding the chicks, and it was a really special moment. And he just said, you know, this is a straight run, or what? I think it's either straight run or whatever it is when you get like, you don't know what the sex of the chickens are, right? They're just random, right? It's either straight run or opposite.
Just give you whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It was just whatever we grabbed. Here it is. And all 4 of them ended up being roosters. So they all basically
Got along really
killed
well,
it.
yeah.
No, they destroyed each other. And we had to separate them until finally, you know, survival of the fittest. There was Bob was the rooster we had. And then and over time we had as many as 40 or 45
I remember
chickens,
you guys
something
had
like
quite
that.
a flock.
Yeah, we did. And this is the last of kind of that era. Simone doesn't want to really raise chickens anymore, but of course she loves her animals. You know, they all had names. And
Yep.
this was the very, very last one. And Ted, you noticed something about the chicken when you'd come over to help me with I think it was a lean-to project at the time.
That thing was, it would just like navigate to wherever you were working.
Oh, and just kind of follow you
Shadow
around? Yeah.
I mean, we'd be
So it's like a
digging
chicken
and
dog.
banging, and sometimes you had to shoo it out of the way from the skid loader. Even it was.
I put
but
some in
it was
there.
always around, and it would come from across the yard, from back in the woods, and just hang out.
Smart
like an
chicken.
apprentice. You know?
So that's how you live to be 10 years old if you're a chicken. Just get like the humans to like you.
Yeah, so you mess up the dirt, you bring in some lumber, you got any kind of safety going on in the yard or in the construction site, and Cece shows up, and Ted was the one that actually named her construction chicken,
I like
Cece.
that.
And so she's been with us for a while. She's the last survivor. We thought for a while that she was lonely, right? Because chickens get... Selena, can you do me a favor? Bring her and try to get her to sit on the table here so we can hang out with her.
People are like, what is this chicken they're talking?
can-
There's no chicken. What are they talking about?
Did you find
trying to
out
get-
that chickens actually don't get lonely?
Oh, it's tough to get her
D-
in the first place.
I didn't know chickens live to be 10 years old.
Okay. All right. It's fine. If you can't get her...
I would have guessed as soon as they reach a certain size.
If you
That's kind of the end of it for them.
show her the food here.
Yeah, they get a little tough after 3.5 years. So
Yeah, it's like a deer, right? You know, you want them like right at that certain age where they.
it's amazing if you don't butcher them how old they can get.
I bet. It's pretty cool to just have a chicken hanging
Let her do
around.
the
though.
thing.
Yeah.
You could grab your phone and get some footage of her or whatever. That's fine. So that way
Come
The
back.
chicken doesn't want the McDonald's
people
fries.
can
They're like,
see
I like Wendy's fries.
she's
Give me
coming in for
Wendy's."
the food now.
Pretend you're putting in a nail or a screw.
Chris, when you get a chance, just grab
Yeah,
it, you
just
know?
Yeah,
Oh, Alex is getting it. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Anyhow, she's the last survivor, so we figured let's bring her on the show and show her to everybody because she deserves the attention.
Yep.
And we're going to take care of her as long as we can and make sure she has a good, happy life. But Minnesota winters are tough, man. Let me tell you, there's a lot out to get you when you're a chicken
Right.
in the winter in Minnesota.
Did you get that poop on camera? Nice. Chicken just took a poop.
Well, it's all. That's why we kept the old carpet.
When
here.
you first got them, you guys didn't have like the netting over the coop.
Yeah.
Didn't you have like eagles or hawks or
Chicken
something
hawks,
come
yeah.
in to take them?
So chicken hawks are like the fighter pilots of the woods. You got your owls, you got your
Yep.
eagles, you got regular hawks, which normally sit on fence posts or big power lines, right?
Sure.
The chicken hawks are like the most maneuverable bird in the woods. They're smaller than a normal hawk, and they can fly through very, very dense stuff. And then what they'll do is they'll sit
It's
there.
a real thing, chicken hawk?
Yes.
You're not.
Smaller. No, I'm
watching.
not. Not fake news. No, it's
Everyone's
not.
gonna be
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Can you
absolutely.
believe that? Zeman believed there was a chicken hawk. What a chicken fucker. All right, so chicken hawk. So
Just
they,
a regular hawk.
I
just
assume
happens
they
to
like
chicken.
chickens a lot then, based on the name.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a
It's like the number
technical
one
term
apex
for it.
predator for chickens.
I don't know, Kyle. Maybe you can help us find the technical term for a
Chicken hawk.
chicken hawk, but the scientific term. But
Well, you guys put the netting up and then that kind of way, but then possums, right? I know possums would get.
yeah, possums. We've had weasels. Like I don't know if they're actually weasels or if they're like a
Like a
subspecies.
pine marten or something, or
Yeah, no.
More than likely a mink
Mink.
a mink. Oh,
yeah.
okay, yep.
around
We have
us.
those. Yep.
Yeah. Did you guys like just part with them, give them away, butcher them, or did they just slowly go to the chicken hawks? I didn't know you had
There was
40
like-
of them. That's a lot.
There's so many different series of what have happened through the evolution of us having anywhere from 4 to 40, now down to 1, where she'll get some, add to the flock, some will get killed, some
Yep.
will this, or maybe we had to give away some roosters from time to
that's right, yeah,
time.
roosters, yeah.
The
or
eggs were really good. You guys
maybe-
remember had a phase where we were getting eggs.
There was
pretty
this one time
consistently.
where these golden retrievers just came out of nowhere and ate them all, you know.
Came from like 3/4 of a mile away.
Doesn't sound like a golden retriever, but
I don't know. Do you know anything about that? You don't know anything about that.
No, but I know our golden retrievers don't know where you live, but they do love chicken.
they do love chicken.
No, it happens. It's a part of life, and you know I guess we're not completely farm or country. We're kind of that somewhere in between. Our girls grew up on a dirt road and are very familiar with animals and this and that. But when you name every single one of them, every time you lose one, it's like somebody died in the household. You know what I
Sure.
mean? I'd come home from work and there's like 3 people crying, and I'm like, "What happened? Who died?
Sebastian
Whose leg fell off? You know, what's going on?" And it's like, "No, Bobby Joe is having problems." I'm like, what?
Did Alana get more attached to them?
Alana was very attached to him.
Okay.
Alana was the least afraid of any of them. She'll pick up the biggest, baddest rooster.
Right, because she's the one that held the rooster that almost took my hand off.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh no, he's really friendly."
Yes.
Were
Don't
they,
worry about 'em.
Were
You
they
can-
all
you can touch 'em.
into naming them, or were just a couple of the kids? Cause
No, they named him. I think that was P. Diddy.
It might have been.
So P. Diddy was a rooster, and Nick came over. It was nice to everybody. Never gave anybody any trouble.
You
And-
like you, Nick?
Well, he was before the allegations.
yeah.
I don't know what I
Yes.
did, but that rooster did not like me. No.
Yeah.
No.
So Nick just came up, and I was like, "Oh, you can for sure pet him. There's nothing. This guy, harmless, would never peck you." And Nick sticks his hand out, and the very first thing, just wham, draws blood
I went
right
to go-
right away. Instantly draws blood.
I was like, oh, I'm going to pick it up. You know, he's going to
You
let me
didn't
pick
happen
him
to
up.
have like a chicken sandwich in
I
your
don't,
other hand or
I don't
something?
think so. No. No McChickens on that day, but yeah, that thing did not like my hand and definitely got a good chunk
Those
of my
roosters can be
skin out of
brutal.
me.
So the last time
Strong bite. Strong bite.
last time we got together, guys, got a lot of momentum going, and people were starting to wonder, when are you posting the next episode? And it didn't come, and it didn't come because we actually, as a family, we went through something terrible. Not only as a Thayer family, but as a podcast family. My daughter, my middle daughter, and the producer of the show here, Selena, fell off a cliff. Not seriously
Yep.
fell off a cliff, but went over bad. Had a
close.
really bad ATV accident. All jokes aside, it was horrible, and we're lucky to have her, and we're lucky that she made a full recovery, thank God. But we had to go. I had to leave the very next day. I was with you, Chris. Where were we?
We were out. A buddy was having, I think, a little birthday bash at a bar in Northeast, so we were stopping by, saying hi for that, and then had to run out of there and get you to the airport at 4 a.m. the next day and get you down to Missouri.
Yeah, so I went down there, and she had been airlifted to Missouri University Hospital, where she had to spend about a week and a half, and then recovery, and then be ambulanced all the way back home. That's about an 8-hour drive, and then she's been recovering for the last couple months. And now the number one thing I'm thankful for. I mean, tonight is the night before Thanksgiving. Of course, you people won't see this until a couple weeks from now, but on the night before Thanksgiving, that is truly 100% the number one thing that I'm most thankful for, is that somehow she made it out of that story, and on the back end of it, fully intact, fully back to the way that she was: spunky, vibrant, beautiful, smart, healthy. Don't let her hear me say any of this stuff, even.
Right.
But
You're muted
Yeah.
right now. It's just silent.
yeah, so
We're just like looking at you.
if you were wondering why we haven't dropped anything for a while, that's what it was. And obviously everything goes to the side when you're dealing with something like that, but it could have been so much worse. So I just count my blessings, and I appreciate you, and I love you, hon. Thank you very much for helping us with this show. And so I just wanted to I didn't want to go down in a somber road, but at the same time,
that's the truth, right? And sometimes there's things that are a lot bigger than what we got going on here. That's
Yeah.
certainly one
Seems
of those.
like a long time ago. I mean, obviously remember it happening and you guys dealing with it, but it seems like it was forever ago. I'm sure for you
It does
guys
now.
too, but,
Yeah. I remember you calling me that Sunday morning to tell
Yeah,
me
and
about
knowing
it.
where it was and going back there and looking at it and where she went off and stuff. Yeah, pretty amazing. So,
yeah, hospital food
very
sucks. by
very
the way.
good.
Yeah, they haven't figured that one out yet, have they?
No, I mean, they could just make that part of it better. And
Here, enjoy this burger. It's $186.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. We'll put it on your bill. We'll bill your insurance company.
That might be a good place for your food truck to go.
Yeah, there you go. Go to get some hospital.
That was finally silver lining, I guess. Is like we saw that helicopter bill. And we're
Oh, I
like,
thought you were going to say the hospital food.
no,
I'm like,
no, we're like,
what?
I'm
That's
like,
a weird
yes,
silver lining.
we're finally gonna hit our deductible. We're finally gonna break, stick it to the man,
It's
stick
cool
it to
to
the
know
health
that's
insurance
possible.
company.
You can actually hit the
Yeah,
deductible.
you can actually hit the deductible. It takes Selena will show you. It's a couple tricks you got to learn on the 4-wheeler.
Sure.
She turned into a stunt driver on the 4-wheeler overnight, man. Let me tell you, that thing ended up wedged in some tree all the way halfway down the hill.
It's a ways down there, too. I mean, that's not like a little short jaunt down to the
Technical
lake.
term is a hauler.
A hauler, yeah.
In the hauler.
That's true, the hauler.
ended up down where it's not
In
supposed to
Missouri.
be. But yeah, whatever. All good. All good. So moving on from there, late summer. So we're kind of playing catch up here a little bit, but life's been super exciting in the last couple of months. And watching her heal and then getting into obviously the hunting season, a lot of other things. There's just a lot to catch up on, guys.
I think that means that a guardrail is next addition to that switchback, Chris.
Yeah, we can work on
Not a
that.
bad idea.
Yeah.
Better get that drawn up.
Mom said, no more four-wheelers.
Oh, she could say no more roads.
No. Well, I'd love to have Selena come on and actually explain herself, right? How it happened. Maybe we'll do a special edition, how to send a four-wheeler off the switchback
Right.
Probably have
and
some-
come out of it unscathed, like later on. But we'll save that for now. So, what else
all
is
good.
up?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, tell me, Nick. Give me an update. Late summer. What's your life been like?
Well, late summer. That's a lot to remember.
Late summer it's a balance between work. You know, you get to the second half of summer, and usually Labor Day is kind of like everyone sort of realizes, oh man, I've been putting all this stuff off, and you can probably attest to that being in the tree business where fall comes and things get busy. So balance between work and just home life, but did some stuff up at the cabin, got a few projects done, some that I was happy about, some that I wish I never would have taken on by myself, but I'm still here.
Was this your first
back?
full year at the cabin?
I guess technically
First
it was
full season?
April the year before that. So
First 4 seasons?
yeah, it was first 4 seasons. So yeah, success. I mean, a lot of fishing in the free time I had up there. So it's good, always good to get out fishing. I really have fallen in love with fishing over the last couple summers. We used to do it a lot.
You
Charles
got
and I,
me into fishing.
We owned a boat together for like probably 10 years, and we would golf fish combo is what we would call it. So get up,
Awesome.
hit Lake
Have you guys got any
Minnetonka.
fish dropped off to you this year? I didn't.
No, from
No, well, what's funny is I'm a catch and release, so unless you want to eat bass, if you want to eat bass,
He said he's a catch and release.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
Andy goes fishing.
and I go fishing.
he is a catch and release. They catch him, and then they're like, we're gonna release you, buddy. You're
perfect.
worth releasing.
You can live to fight another day.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, mostly bass. So I mean, if you're into eating bass, I can hook you up. But
No,
I
no.
pretty much-
I was just curious.
yep, get them in the boat.
Thought
take it-
maybe I just missed a package of walleyes.
I like to torture the fish. Catch them, freak them out, get them in the boat, look at them, take a picture,
Look at them.
and then throw them back in the water.
So, is this the type of lake where you might be bass fishing or shoreline fishing, but the walleye sometimes go up in the shallows and bite your bait?
Yes, we did catch some walleye. Actually, this summer we found the smallmouth bass. So the lake that we're connected to, Roosevelt Lake, is in the Outing, Minnesota area, and I know it's a good smallmouth lake. But the first summer we were there, we couldn't manage to find any of them, and through some just getting out, trying different spots, trying different baits, we really got into the smallmouth, honed in on those. So they're fun to catch because it's for pound. That's like, in my opinion, besides obviously muskie that are huge, it's a really good fun fighting fish. And there's a lot of muskie in the lake too, but never landed any. You just get follow. You'd get a random throw a spinner bait, and all of a sudden you look down and there's a huge fish following you to the boat, but never actually got one on the line and in the boat. So lots of smallmouth though.
Remember Muskie Dan, we'll call him. I don't want to say his name.
Oh yeah,
Muskie Dan, the
Yeah.
guide. So
I've
we
never
used to-
paid someone to get mad at me for fishing a certain
We
way.
used to hire this guide, and he was he's good at what he does, but he's very, very passionate about what he did. So he'd take you on his boat. There was never any food or anything.
He's
there
not
was
from
nothing
Flag
ready.
Island,
He
is
was
he?
just he would sleep in his van and be
Down-
ready for you down at the dock.
Down
Yep.
by the river.
Yeah,
Down
kind
by
of.
the river, yeah.
Get in and man, if you screwed up on a muskie follow, he would lose it. And he called it muskie Tourette's, right? He would just be like, "Yo, why? What are you doing? I can't believe it. Jeez, everything."
Well, then you
And
don't
you're-
want to go fishing with Tommy.
And it's like, I'm like, why are you freaking out, man? Just chill. It's okay. And
only
he
a muskie.
He wanted to land him so bad. His biggest thing was, and he had a point, right? It's like when you have one following, you never slow down the bait. People have a tendency to like see it following and then think that you should slow it down so that you're feeding it kind
Right.
of, right? And it's like, go, no, ow, damn it. I can't believe this is, and
He would.
So-
Vermilion, I remember. You dumbass. I'm like, Bud, I don't even know what I'm doing right now, okay? So how about you tell me first, what am I supposed to do when they get here? I'm trying to do a figure eight, but it's not going very well, but I'm also trying to not lose my balance and fall into the water that was, I don't know, probably 50-something degrees at that time. So he's like, you got to get on the edge of the boat. And I'm like, I know, but, I don't, it's pretty wavy out here. The wind was blowing. I'm like, I don't want to fall in, dude.
Well, there's a lot that can go wrong. And
But is it pretty? Are there a lot of? I mean, there are other fishermen that regularly fish the lake for muskie. Is it
Oh, I'm
known for
sure.
it?
where?
I'm sure.
Vermilion?
Yeah, Vermilion.
Oh, yeah.
His lake.
Oh, my lake. Yes, it's stocked by the DNR. So it's heavily.
We got to bring Tommy and Kevin up there to take us out. I mean, them guys are musky fools.
It's heavily
can listen to
heavily
him, yeah.
fished. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, true story. Seth, who used to work with us here at All Around, he still helps us. First time me fishing out of a boat. It was not this summer, last summer. A boat. We were 10 minutes into fishing, and he hooked into a muskie and landed like a 40-inch muskie on a spinnerbait fishing for bass on Bass Opener. I'm not trying for muskie, and he set the hook, and he's like, dude, I got a muskie on. I'm like, no way. And then I looked, and the water's pretty clear, and the things at the top of the water, I'm like, no shit. How the hell you caught a muskie so fast? And we were able to land it, but I remember he's like, okay, wait, I'm going to let the fish get tired, get the net, and he's a bass fisherman, right? So I get his net. This net's just this tiny little thing for bass, and I'm like, dude, I don't think this is going to work. At best, I'm going to scoop up like the head and half of the
Just
fish
cover his eyes so he
and,
doesn't freak out.
throw it into the boat, and I did. So the thing was like half out of the net and half in it, and I just kind of flipped it into the boat. But there's a lot of muskie in there. So if you wanted to try for them,
Well, you got a nice place to stay. It sounds like at your place. We got the 2 guides for it.
yeah, if they know what
that
they're
are-
doing,
that are hardcore muskie guys.
guess what else? He needs some dirt work done.
I do. I got a couple
Constr-
berms, I call
Pothole.
them.
Oh, that
To-
swale.
To get where there were some trees, some piles of stuff that need to get.
We
moved
know a
around.
chicken.
Bring construction chicken. That chicken can come.
We absolutely could.
Although I will say there's a fox that's pretty frequent. I don't know.
But we got to get the drainage right, and we got to move that dirt.
Yep.
That'd be a good time.
That's a new project than the dirt work. Before
like
you just
that.
had the swale to do, right?
We should put that on the agenda then. I'll take all the help I can get. I redid the riprap by myself.
I was
That
going to say, as
that
long as
was
you got the
absolutely
riprap
miserable.
done, I think we can.
Riprap's
show up.
done. So that's one of those things where you can't ask anyone to help because the work is so goddamn miserable. Where you're just like, there's no way anyone wants to come up here. You can get drunk somewhere else and have a lot more
What
fun.
is riprap? I don't know what riprap is.
Riprap is like shoreline retention. So when you go on
I'm
a lake
guessing
and
you do like one rock.
you see
at
like
a
the
time.
yeah, you see like the rocks or the small boulders. That's essentially a riprap shore. So the riprap was put in like 96, and they had done nothing to it since then. So it was just
guess he was lacking
overgrown
equipment.
and
It's almost like a lake retaining wall.
yeah, that's the best good way to put it.
And then fabric behind the rocks.
Underneath it, yep. So I had to take all the old rock, remove all the weeds, fix the grade, put fabric down, cut out a new area around the dock.
Do weeds grow through the fabric?
They can if it's really, really old or you don't have any.
Okay.
They didn't have any.
You don't want the weeds to grow there.
I mean, if you could avoid them.
Okay.
The duckweed.
It looks a
You
lot-
want the duckweed to come through.
Yeah, it looks a lot nicer, cleaner.
What's duckweed?
It's like, it's the opposite of fishweed.
CC knows what it is. It's
I think
waterfowl like it.
I think that's a Ted thing. I don't know the names of all the
So
different weeds.
You got her done?
Oh, I got her done. Yeah. Yep, couple chiropractor visits and we're as good as new again. So,
All by yourself.
all by myself. Yeah.
So I was going to ask before.
Work on the
Do your
riprap,
other
have a couple of
family,
these at night.
Other
fall
family
asleep.
members go fishing with you?
Yeah. Yep, I have in-laws come up, my brother,
I mean, like if you're up there, the wife, kid,
Kid-
jump
my-
in the boat and go with you.
my
Or-
oldest fishes with me a lot. My youngest likes to touch the fish, the worms, the leeches, but doesn't have the patience for the fishing. So if it's high action off the dock, she's all in. Otherwise, she's not interested. But the oldest is really wants to catch a muskie. Had multiple follows this year, and
Awesome.
yeah, likes to do the fishing. So I do have a partner, and
That'll
I
get
don't mind going by myself either. Sometimes it's nice if you got an hour and a half to go out and rip a shoreline alone and come back in and hang out.
You got to be able to muscle those big lures in with the muskies. I mean, they'll chase a little spinner all day long and examine it and,
Right.
and be interested in it, right? But when it sees like a nice 2-pound bass looking thing
Yeah.
going through the
Yeah.
water, it's like, I can eat that and be good for a week and a half.
It's
You
true.
know what I mean?
It's true. Yeah. You get them, they follow it. You'll do the figure eight. They kind of look at it. They see the boat, and they have no interest, and they swim away.
Nice.
There's some big ones in there, though. I've seen pictures of a couple 50 inchers.
They really like it when you cast and your lure keeps going. Boom, they hit it and they're gone.
That happens. Oh, yeah. Must have been the line. It must have been the line. It's not the knot. It's not the knot.
And if it's a musky lure, you're like, there goes $30.
Yeah, we had a day with that. It was,
Yeah,
it
our
was
buddy
about a
Tommy
$300 day.
kept tying. If you're watching, Tommy, he kept tying the.
Was he
the
tying
knot.
them like a fucking shoe or what?
We
What was
have
he
no
doing?
idea why, but every time you could see the little curly Q,
Yeah.
the little pigtail at the end, which tells you it's the knot. It's not the line didn't break.
The line, it just came undone, and it still has all this.
Yeah, literally, you're watching Northern swim by with spinner baits in their mouth and stuff, and you're like, that was mine from 3 casts ago.
In Tommy's defense, he's only tied 40,000 knots.
Yeah, he's,
know,
he's
Right,
a
right.
regular fisherman.
So he had an off day.
Either that or he's been
happens.
getting pretty lucky with that bad knot.
Speaking of lakeshore projects, we did add a piece of machinery. Talking about construction and safety, we added a piece of machinery to the arsenal. We've been using Ted's skid for just about everything
Yep.
for a long time now.
Yep.
Put some hours on it.
If you know what Ted's skid looks like, it's a very good-looking Bobcat.
Steam powered.
Yeah, steam-powered.
Custom colored.
You throw
somewhere
coal
between rust
inside
and
there,
primer.
and you let her buck. But kudos to him because he just can't break down and get a new one. He just has to see how far he can possibly push.
It's kind of like my construction chicken. It's always there.
Last one living.
10 years old.
Right? Anyhow, my motivation was just, I've been asking Ted to help me with different things, and then we rent a whole bunch of them, and we do dirt work here and in Missouri and different properties and whatnot, and then at his place and Kyle's place and whatnot. But the last straw was watching Ted try to go down the dirt road with the tracks off of one side of his
One broken axle.
Oh, no.
Bobcat, one broken axle that had completely melted off the.
They called that skid loader tripod. 3
And
times.
if you know how the hydraulics work, and if you know how
Chris pulling it with his dually, giving her everything.
if you know how the machine works, it's very hard when one track is halfway on. It's track over wheel, so
You're
it's
not just spinning in circles.
kind of, but he still had one wheel. It's track over wheel.
Sure.
So
Like a one-legged chicken.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyhow, we have a clip of that we'll show during this topic right here. But
Ted's excited for that one.
I knew Ted was never going to give up on that skid.
Probably
but
a couple Effenheimers going on in there while he's getting trucked down the road too. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I think I have a video. Ted's pulling by my truck, three tires on the skid. He's kind of bouncing, trying to keep in the center of the road. And he stops next to my truck, looks up to me, recording. He says, "Buy a Bobcat. They're great."
So I bought a Kubota.
Of course you did.
So I bought a Bobcat.
And it wasn't because of that. Honestly, Bobcat, great. I think they're awesome. And actually, here in Minnesota, for those folks listening around the country, we call skid loaders Bobcats. That's just what we call them.
Right.
Because they have the market share here. So most of the time when you're talking about, make sure to go grab the Bobcat, you're talking about the skid loader. Well, I had a few choices. I wanted to add something to the arsenal. I mean, Chris has a ton of equipment and a very nice little mini payloader. What do you call it? Or excavator, right?
Bobcat.
The Sanny,
Do you call it?
the Sanny,
mini Bobcat.
amongst a lot of other things and
Do you
capabilities.
name all your equipment, Chris, or no?
No, because then I get attached and I'll have them for 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Just like
be
CC,
like Ted's
CC
Bobcat.
over there. So after a lot of thought and research and 10 minutes online, I decided Kubota was the way to go. And the biggest sale, actually, you and I were on the phone.
I said there's
And you were like, "Well, I'll tell you a few things. First thing is the Kubota, you can get out of it when the loader is up in the air because it has a special door that stays
It's
inside
got
the
a cool
cab.
door. Yeah.
And I was like, done.
Sold. Yep.
Instantly, because if you can't get out of that thing when the loader is up in the air, there are so many times in applications where you will need to or want to, that I was like, and that's and you're fine with it because you don't rock with the door. Exactly. He just eats branches in the face and dust in the face all day long. It's
safer that way, believe it or not.
yeah, I bet.
It's safer.
Anyway,
Well, it was. I mean, that's why you jumped on that right away. You looked at that door, and that door system is cool.
yeah.
And
Ted's like the old school hockey guy. He wants no mask. Just
Yeah.
send the puck at my face.
So shout
can't
out
get any worse.
Yeah. I'll just,
shout out to the guys at Lano Equipment in Loretto.
Absolutely. Yeah.
got excited there.
The guy did a great job, Josh.
Yeah.
I think that's his name, Josh.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
from Lano. Did a great job. Got a nice piece of equipment. Got a nice aggressive brush hog. Added it to the, our capabilities, right?
Right.
So we have some more capabilities, right? Of course, if we want to do anything that gets anything dirty, we'll just use Ted's Bobcat. We don't want to get it dirty. It's very clean.
Put away for the winter right now. It's shrink wrap in the back of the shed.
It's in a storage unit, heated, all heated, temperature controlled. I'm just kidding, but kind
10
of
years
not.
from now, if you want to use Kubota, that's the one to buy.
Yeah,
Yeah. How many hours you got on this thing? 7?
yeah, and
7 hours?
clean hours. It was all highway hours. Trust
Right.
me. Yeah.
2 hours of that was just driving it around the neighborhood.
I don't know.
They're very nice. It's hard to get into the old Bobcat after running that for sure. A lot of fun.
So, Chris, where have your travels brought you in the last couple months, man? Anything interesting come up?
Trying to think, just kind of bouncing around, busy at work. We picked up a crane at work, and I think that's been probably the biggest endeavor. Had to go down to Columbus, Ohio. to
Which
pick
crane
that
did
up.
you
Oh,
get?
nice, Ohio.
It's called a Fassy 390.
The 390?
Yeah. yeah.
Well,
It's
I
not-
mean,
Yeah,
you can do some things with that.
Yeah, I might not settled for 390, but I know you got a budget. So
yeah, Ted gets it.
There's a lot of things you can do with the 390 and still get away with it.
He's like, what?
I have no idea what
know.
a
I thought you were going to go with the
390 is.
Gauss. What
Guys,
color is it?
I would have got the 480, but
It's just it's an every other day thing. You just go pick up a crane in Ohio. What's the drive like to Ohio?
So the drive to Ohio is 12 hours in a car. And so I went down and back in my car to go check this crane out, slept in my car overnight, which worked out great. But then in the truck, so I go down there, check it out in my car. Okay, this is the truck I'm going to buy. Come back, get the financing worked out with the bank, fly back down, jump in it, get it up to speed as I'm leaving the guy's lot, and
no.
get up to 64 miles an hour.
Thank you.
And that's the limiter.
Oh, no.
So 14 and a half hours later, I rolled in at 4 a.m. back here in Long Lake.
So that's the limiter on
The truck
Doesn't go
the
faster.
computer won't let it go past 64.
Right.
My
the
other-
truck you bought.
Yes. My other one that's very similar to it has a limiter at 72, which I was like, that'd be perfect. In a semi, you don't need to go
Yep.
more than 70, 72.
Really? I didn't
so
know
you're
that.
just watching people fly
Can
by
I put
you
one
the
of those
whole
on my
time.
truck?
No. I'm just curious. Is that common for heavy?
So it's common for a lot of these companies. So I bought this from, and so the guy that I got it from, he upfitted it. It used to be a drywall crane, is what they used to deliver shingles and drywall with
Okay.
it. And then it got set up with a grapple saw.
Modified, right?
Modified, and so it can reach up into the trees, grab on, cut them off, and then bring it down to the ground. Well, the company that had it before was a major company. Let's just say it was ABC. They put a limiter on their trucks at 64,
so you
65
can't
miles an hour,
speed.
so you
For
can't
everybody,
speed.
yeah.
Right.
Probably an
So
insurance
wait,
thing
can you go back a minute? Because I feel like you just
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
ran over the part that was like this thing can just reach up and just grab just grab a tree and just like grab a part of it and then bring it to the ground and then cut
Like a
off this
tree
part or
cutting
whatever.
robot.
Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah,
More
this
de-
thing's pretty incredible. So in the industry, they call these grapple saw cranes. So it's got a big claw on the tip of it, so it can reach up, grab onto the branch, and then it's got a chainsaw mounted in the claw. And so then it can cut it off. You don't have to have a climber or anything making a cut. Then you just grab the piece, and then you bring it down and set it on the ground. And so
Like what kind of? I mean, you're talking diameter, like large branches,
It's all
not
based on weight. So I mean, at my closest rating, I'm good for 7,500 pounds. All the way boomed out, I'm good for like 1,700 pounds.
Oh wow! So you're cutting large
stuff.
pieces
Yeah,
of trees.
so like a lot of trees. So we just did a job for the city of Orono last week. We did like 165 trees in 5 days, and a lot of those trees I'm cutting in 3-4 pieces. Some of them I'm grabbing whole, and I just have one of my guys cut them off at the base, and I grab the whole entire tree and set it out in traffic, and then we process it from there. But it's incredible. I mean, it can just hammer through the work.
So why are
The
you ruining the
efficiency's
environment?
Because I'm just
No, what?
need
So
paper.
explain why these trees have to go.
Yeah, trees-
off, you know?
yeah, trees
I
gotta
I mean,
go.
because there's people listening that are just like, so you just go out and destroy trees.
yeah.
and, you know,
The problem, the main reason.
What else do
is,
those people believe that really think that too, though?
I know.
I worry about some of those
You
people.
know, I just want to make
I'm
sure.
just
Now we
saying.
got-
I
now
just
we
wanna
got
be
stuff
too
to
many-
talk about.
I
just
worry
want to
about
be
them.
thorough. I just want to be thorough because nobody actually
We're just recklessly cutting down trees. Chris just drives down the road and anything you can reach, just starts cutting it down. See that oak tree? Gone. It's mine now.
buddy.
Got a spotted owl in it.
There's
Cut it
this
down.
whole spectrum of what people believe, and I just want to cover. I just
No,
want to cover
I
a
agree.
little
So
bit of
what?
everything.
Yeah. So the
Why are you cutting these trees?
165 trees is a lot of trees.
Yeah, and all of them were ash trees because
Yeah,
of
so-
the emerald ash borer that we have
There you
here
go.
in the Twin Cities.
It's bad everywhere. I feel
Well,
like throughout the state.
More importantly, someone's paying you to do it.
That's the most important.
There is that too, right?
Well, the most important thing, Chris. Why? What is? Where did these? What's an emerald ash borer? Where did it come from?
You know, so the emerald ash borer beetle, I don't know exactly where it's specified from. It was a foreign beetle that came to the United States. It started on the East Coast. So the East Coast has kind of ran through this. They had this happen 20 years ago where all their ash trees died.
Sure.
And it's slowly migrated its way to the Twin Cities here in the Midwest. And 15 years ago, emerald ash borer had just started. And so when you cut an ash tree that had the bug, you'd have to go to certain dump sites and take that material, and it was quarantined and whatnot. Now it's so widespread that it's just it
Goes
is
to the
what
same
it is.
place, yep.
It's all going to the same place, and it's a huge issue.
They're all
because-
getting it.
I had
They're all-
19.
they're all
I had
There's
19
no
removed.
slowing the spread or flattening the curve. It's just we're all gonna get it.
It's gonna run its course. Yep.
Are we
Every-
still talking?
Talking about Asian beetles. I mean Eurasian milfoil.
Asian milfoil.
Why are a lot of these things called Asian anything?
Well, it's emerald ash borer.
It
Is that
blew
what that's
across the
called?
pond.
It did. Well, the Asian beetles are different.
It's weird. Why ash trees though? Like it seems like because I had to remove 19 of those trees that were all like totally
It's
gone.
always something. It used to be Dutch elm disease.
Yeah, Dutch elm. I remember. I know
Yeah,
I've heard of
so
that.
What happened with Dutch elm?
He kind of ran his course.
No, I'm serious. Like that was the thing. I did tree
No,
work
so
when I was a kid.
It's still a thing, and
Okay.
so any of the elm trees that are still surviving, doing good, we actually do treatments for to keep
Okay.
them healthy because it's still a problem. But yeah, it was
But
the
they
rampant
kinda,
thing.
right? I mean, a little bit of immunity to it, a little bit or something. They grew through it.
Yeah, different subspecies can handle it better, whether it be Siberian elms or Chinese elms or whatnot.
Because like you guys treat trees or deal with treated trees. I had a guy come out and treat my trees, my ash trees, and he's
Yep.
like,
What is that? A spray or a fertilizer that you're putting on it?
It's actually in a for the most
Like
part
an
how the-
injection?
yeah, they screw a couple of holes in it, and it basically the outside inch of a tree is called the cambium layer, and that's like the blood of the
It's
tree.
like a vaccine. You got to get your first dose, and then
Right.
they'll call you next year. You should get your second dose and your third dose.
3 years.
Eventually, you're still gonna get it, and it's fine. It doesn't prevent
might
any of the
work, it
symptoms.
might-
Probably won't be as
not.
bad.
So is that like a 50% of the time it works every time, or
So that's the crappy part about it. If you get to the tree for 3 to 5 years before it gets infected,
yeah?
then it should be good.
Okay.
so I refuse to get any shots or vaccines, but I've treated 10 ash trees.
Fair enough. And did it work for you? You've actually
I just started this year.
okay. So for
we'll
us,
see.
we saw like, oh, you could tell that the
But they're
ones
healthy.
ones were gone, right? It was very clear.
Yep.
And then this year was like, oh, these trees are okay, right? So we didn't cut those trees down. And then it seemed like it happened almost overnight. All of a sudden, you're like, why is half the bark on the ground? And then you start looking at the tree, and you can see where the beetle or whatever is moving underneath the bark, and there's little trails all over it.
And they do flip a switch because it's that bug. What it's doing is cutting off the circulation to the tree. So it's kind of like tree's doing great, and then it finally hits that hidden turning point that then it dies, and then the bark falling off is the woodpeckers. They're going
Yeah,
in after
nuts.
the bugs, and you start knocking that down. So by the time you see the bark on the ground, they're completely shot.
To
Yeah,
a
it's
certain
kinda
extent,
sad.
there's still ash regeneration though right now happening, right? There's still new ash growing, right?
Yep. But a lot of cities, the biggest thing that they talk about in kind of the arborist culture right now is diversity. So if you're going to plant 10 trees,
Oh, here we go. It's like
Don't plant
It's
ash
all
for
tying
everything.
in.
Use the
First
D
the
word.
vaccine. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. We're good.
no, get out of your system.
Feels like we're not talking about trees.
No, it's okay. So no, I want to know. We're talking about diversity, trees.
If you're going to plant 10 trees, 2 of them are going to die. So you may as well plant 10 different trees because something's going to happen, whether it be Dutch elm, emerald ash borer, needle cast is another popular thing with conifers.
But are they thinking we need to be ashless and then eventually work our way back to having
So
more
what some
ash?
cities have done is they've cut down their old ash trees, even if they were still perfectly healthy, and planted new ones that then they started treating immediately.
I gotcha.
So there's a lot of different ways of thinking about it, but
The treatment is pretty expensive, though, isn't it?
yeah, it's over $10 an inch
Okay.
at chest height. So a 20-inch tree at chest height is $200.
Wow.
But
at
like
minimum.
for like the trees we treated, they're whatever 30-year-old trees, right? I mean, if they can keep living and we treat them every 3 years, I mean, it's hard to grow a tree like that.
It is.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, when you lose the shade, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Ours was fine. We had one growing really great with bats in it and everything right by the house and everything. Finally it took a tumble due to a storm, but cleaned it up and
That saw sounds awesome. Or
$300 a
grapple
tree.
thing.
That's a
it's pretty sweet.
couple hours at pub.
hey, guess what?
All right.
That ain't the only thing exciting in Chris's life.
Yeah.
Guess what else?
You bought a snowmobile?
Hold on. Wait. No. Listen.
I bought 2 grapple trucks.
Check this out. Right? Go ahead. What's my name
Do I have to say it?
What's my name?
right now?
Fine, Dad.
That's great the way you make
Isn't that
it.
awesome? Isn't that great?
Isn't that awesome?
The respect that I earn. No.
I love it.
Chris and Jasmine,
Wow.
he popped the question. Well, first,
Congrats, by the way.
Congratulations.
yeah, congratulations, Chris.
Appreciate it.
Chris and Jasmine are engaged to be married.
Can't wait to see
That's
the
very
wedding
cool.
Charles is
See,
going to put on.
see what happens. Easy now.
What do you mean?
So the guy,
Very
it's
cool.
been a long time coming. These guys have had a great relationship. Jasmine, my oldest, Chris, obviously everybody
Your
knows.
son?
We're my son now
Tell him.
to be
Say my,
Make
what
it
am
say-
I?
my son to
Say
be. Well, so he
That boy.
comes to me in the Ozarks, which is just awesome. By the way, I just commend you. Like, I am a traditionalist. I am more about just some of the things from the old-fashioned way of going about things, and like you taking the time to actually come to me and say, hey, can I have your daughter's hand in marriage? Although you didn't say it like that. Or the timing was, so we're in the Ozarks.
What
We'll,
time-
we'll
what
run
time
a
did you
we'll
guys-
run a clip. It's like 2 a.m. I
Yep.
can't remember when it is.
Well, good. You have the courage at that point.
We're all like half in the bag.
I can
are
do
being-
this.
Things are being said. It's crazy, and he's just like, "Hey, you got a minute?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool. What's up?" And he's like, "Hey, can I marry Jasmine? You good with that?" And I was like,
Today?
"What about me?" No, I was like, "Absolutely, awesome, great, freaking when?" I don't know. It was just a cool moment. Had a lot of fun. I don't have much more to say about it other than, cool, man.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
It was pretty funny. We're sitting next to the fire, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to ask him. I'm like, hey.
So you knew you're just like, when is the right?
yeah, when's the right time?
Opportunity
and
to-
then finally, it's just the 2 of us sitting there, and I'm like, hey, look at me. And you're like, yeah. I'm like, hey.
He's like,
I'm like, look at me.
no, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
And he's like, yeah, well, what? You immediately were like, geez, what's your problem? It's like, hey, can I marry Jasmine? And you kind of go silent for 5 seconds, and you're like, are you sure about that?
Oh, is that what I said? Are you sure?
And-
yeah.
cut it.
No, dude, wonderful for both of you guys. Sorry, I'm
Free
too
tree
far
work
away.
now. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I know, cranes and stuff, throwing up cranes.
Speaking of those ash trees, I got a couple that look like they could use.
no,
the
you
grapple.
guys are perfect for each other, and you're well ahead of your age. You guys, I have nothing I have nothing but the best things to say. I'm proud of all of my daughters, and I'm especially proud where you guys are at and what you're doing. And so I've always considered you like the son I never had, and now you are the son I never had. And so
That's some
you
big
know,
shoes to fill.
No, but I appreciate it. And when I say that shit, like, oh yeah, what's up? Call me daddy, whatever. It's just because I can.
Daddy.
You know?
He's like, that's not what I said.
Call me daddy?
You did say that. I was like,
It's just because I feel very comfortable with you. And
love it.
If I didn't like
Pop
you, dude, I'd
sounds a lot
never
nicer
have
than daddy,
any of
but-
these conversations with you. So, but that's a huge step, and
It was pretty cool because we were there, and I mean, you guys thought you were alone, but we knew you guys were talking.
Ted's hiding out in the weeds waiting.
We got to stay. We can't go in there. I think he's asking them.
well, that was a wild weekend in general, right?
And I think the first thing Charles told me was, Chris asked me.
But don't tell anyone else that I
Don't tell anybody.
I'm Chris's daddy.
He's
now.
like, hey, Chris asked Charles, y'all, don't tell anyone else.
yeah.
No, very cool weekend, very fun weekend. Labor Day in the Ozarks. That was another thing that, as well. Selena was back home healing up. I had some obligations to take care of in the Ozarks, some planting projects for the
I love that you call them obligations.
long-term
No, I
development
agree.
of the
I agree.
Yeah, of the Ozarks. It's well worth putting in.
Food plots, right?
It was a food plotting weekend, but it was also a cook-off. It was meant to be a cook-off.
Started as a cook-off.
Started as a cook-off.
Wasn't someone talking smack? They're like, Ted can't do barbecue.
It wasn't
or-
like that. It
Okay.
wasn't a smack talk. It was more so a collaboration.
Oh, got
of,
it. All right.
I call it a collaboration.
more
At
of a-
some point, it'll
More of an obligation.
It'll turn into a cook-off. And
So I would have been hyping it up like, you guys need to do chicken and ribs because, your chicken sucks and his ribs suck, and like just that way you get you guys to just make a whole.
Chicken's right there.
Well, right, yeah. Well, not construction chicken. That chicken's 10. That one's probably
Ribs,
doesn't
you
taste
mean
very
ribs,
good.
yeah.
When we got into Labor Day, we did all the planting. We got that done early. I got a good jump start on it early. It involves having Jeffrey down there, he's in a trailer. He's got a few different trailers and a few different things in his yard, and he's trying to get all situated. He helps me out with the planting and a lot of the stuff, so we got a good jump on it. And then Teddy showed up, and Chris showed up, and Jovan showed up.
Bon Jovi.
Champion of the weekend. Let me tell you, if there was one person that got more, how do you put
Life
it?
of the Party award.
Drunk?
Life of the Party award. Yeah, he was good, but it was like a fun,
Flamboyant.
wasted. Yeah. Oh, and he gets that too.
Just so you know, he's always been that way. He's a very happy.
He got the Flamboyant
Happy
award,
drunk.
and Damon was there.
and Dave was there.
Oh, I don't know
point,
about that.
Good point.
That is
That's
epic.
tough to do.
My buddy Joey asked me afterwards. He's like, "Is your buddy Brian gay?" And I was like, "No,
He
he's."
really did.
He just really likes Chris's hair.
Well, he didn't ask me like that. He's like,
He likes
I'm
Chris-
pretty sure your boy Brian's gay. And I was like, well, he's not gay. He's married and happy. He just likes to have a good time. And the more he drinks, the more of a good time that he has, the more happy he gets.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's friendly.
Happy.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's different ways to say happy.
Grown men can hug.
And he did. And we had
Probably a lot of that.
a frickin' blast. We got to watch an outdoor concert. There's a guy down in the holler that does an outdoor concert for that particular cove community. It's probably
Like rock and roll, or
it's probably 180 houses.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And what are we looking at?
oh, probably a picture of him and Brian would be my guess.
What are we looking at?
He's not gay, but take a look at that photo.
Picturing me and Bon Jovi.
Jovan, so we call him Bon Jovi.
Where'd you get
Brian
the cowboy
Jovan.
hat? Is that
right?
your cowboy
That's
hat?
my cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, actually, that might have been Joey's.
that's awesome.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
So the 2 trips down there so far, Jovan has wore a cowboy hat in his great pictures.
Yeah,
They've been yours though.
This
Yes.
is Brian.
it's always his
Oh, when
hat.
you were there.
This is Brian. We're going to
Remember-
show this. Don't worry. We are going to
look at
show
that.
this
When I-
hardcore.
When I was there, I remember in the wee hours of the morning, we were like, let's go for a ride on Charles's trail. And I think you were on the tractor standing up driving
Yeah, I was
the
Sherman.
tractor.
Do a little brush mowing at 4 in
Yeah.
the morning.
Yeah. This time around,
Seemed like a bad idea at the time.
I think that
everything was fine.
Yeah.
I think that we had to check on the. I don't know what happened. Nothing happened to it. It's perfectly fine, but we had to check on the hot tub in the middle of the woods.
Yes.
There's a mysterious sauna, hot tub, spa. They call
Well,
it,
what's
not
it doing in
sauna.
the middle of the woods?
Well,
It's in the middle of the woods.
it's
actually on the
the name of the field.
It's Waco.
it's actually on the field edge.
Yeah. And
So, yeah, we call it Waco because the guy that sold me the property in the Ozarks,
I know where it is. I've seen
his
it.
brother his brother was a part of the Branch Davidian cult that was stormed by the FBI. All right, so if you remember David Koresh and the Branch Davidian cult,
They made a
there-
show about that.
yeah, there was like 100 and something people.
shows,
I don't know the exact numbers. I could be right on.
132.
There were so many people in this cult, and they all were like, "This guy is God, and he's the son of Christ or whatever." And he had like intimate relationships with all of these people, inappropriate relationships. Modern society would call him inappropriate, but his society would call him very appropriate and what God called for. And so these people barricaded themselves.
He was a Kool-Aid mixer.
They barricaded themselves in this compound, which looked like 15 barn doors tied together.
Yeah.
And they were going to have it out with the FBI, come hell or high water, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the FBI was like, at the time, they took a very like firm stance. They're like, hey, guess what? We're coming in, and either you get out or, bombs are coming your way, basically. And yeah, actually, it's a sad story. People
Yeah.
died. It
Right.
sucked. It ended up being shitty. But in the end, people got out of it, right? And they had
Yep.
their story to tell where, one guy ended up being the seller of our Ozark property, his brother.
Okay.
One guy that survived that
Survived,
compound
came back to live in that field.
in that field. So we,
At that spa.
we name it Waco.
Waco Field.
Truthfully, the hot tub is in Shedfield, but it's right next to Waco
Sure,
Field. So we
sure.
can, okay. I just don't want to lie to you. You know what I mean? I'm a very honest guy.
What an interesting, how random that he just. It's small, such a small world. I knew you were waiting for me to say that. Don't say it.
Fuck.
There's no small world.
Show's over.
It's not a small world. That's
Close
just
it down.
a random
We're done.
coincidence that he happened to live in the field that Charles now owns, and you still haven't moved the hot tub.
Well, the hot tub's not going anywhere. But that night we had to check on it, and we made sure it was okay.
Yeah.
So
Good. How was the water?
I don't know.
Probably a little brisk.
2:30 in the morning, and
There's no
we
water in
decide
it
to
No
that
water.
we don't want the night to end.
There's some
That's
drainage
just
holes in it.
kind of the crap that happens in the Ozarks. It's such a fun time. Damon got to dance loosely.
Oh, he loves that.
What's funny is when there's nobody dancing in a concert or whatever.
He's
But
the guy to go.
he's the guy to get it started,
Yep.
and give him credit because
For sure.
Outdoor yard with 200 people in their side by sides.
Yep.
Nobody on the grass dancing.
And Damon.
Damon's out there.
and he does get other people dancing. He
Absolutely.
absolutely does. And so
I always
people-
feel like he dances like no one's watching, right? Like that's just totally his thing, even though everyone's watching.
And he wants them to watch.
Yeah,
I think he thinks he's dancing like everyone's watching, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Damon's.
well, good for
Damon's
him. I
fun
mean,
with
kudos
that
to
stuff.
do that because
We'll have to bring him in on the show once and have him do a dance, maybe.
he probably will. We'll have to get rid of this table right
No,
here.
right on the table.
Yeah, him and Construction Chicken can have a contest. See who can do the
I
best
don't know if I
chicken
could
dance.
carry Damon. Chris, you'll have to carry Damon in.
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
carried the
there you
chicken.
go. Piggyback ride. Like it.
I don't know where you're going with it.
I don't know either.
Ted, what's new in the deer woods of Wisconsin?
Buffalo County, right?
Snow, rain, heat. I don't know.
Any
You know,
particular
we've been-
order?
No, they kind of been hitting us pretty hard out there. No, we've been doing that. We had a great hunting season there. Still going on.
Any success?
For me, not so much. Number one son harvested a nice buck.
Kyle was the first one out of the entire, family here, the group, to put an
was a
arrow,
nice
put an
buck.
arrow in one. And
Sweet.
oh my gosh, I would have put my arrow in that. I would have put your tag on that.
That's always the line.
I would have put my arrow in that. No.
Well, that I mean, for people that don't hunt, Buffalo County, Wisconsin's got to be one of the top, probably 10 in the country that are sought
easy,
after. For,
easy. They jump in the boat.
No,
Yeah,
Nick,
it's,
they
tough.
jump right in your boat.
do they really? Gosh, that's what it's like when I go fishing.
Give them a little whistle, they come running.
That's what I've been doing wrong. So if you whistle, they like that.
They do like that.
Okay, good to know.
No, he did. He put
Uh,
a. This first time. Sorry, I don't mean to step
no.
on you here real quick.
I think you
The
do.
thing about. All right, I'm gonna step all over you here real quick.
I don't mean to,
The
but
thing about Kyle's harvest,
I'm gonna carry.
I'm just
on.
gonna go all in. It's a little out of chronological order, but I'm gonna go all in here. Kyle is the only person I know that have stuck giant mature buck while it had its face down and hooves in to the water hole. I mean,
Nice.
this is the most humane way to take an animal. It is
Well,
completely
it is because they're not gonna duck the arrow then.
it's completely still. It's completely unexpected, and this thing
not
is one
thinking about it.
of the fattest mature bucks in the entire woods. Honestly, I've seen all of your guys' camera reels, and
Yeah.
truly, this is the most
So
mature
this is
one.
a 200+ pound deer.
Yeah, frankly, everyone agrees it's the largest and most mature one that you guys have seen all year.
Absolutely.
Hands
Very
down.
large. Super
Honestly.
large.
Gotta do
Very
the hand
large.
stuff.
It's a big, large.
I
deer.
just want Kyle to come in and talk about it. Kyle, come in and talk. Just sit.
Yeah, I
Come
mean,
on in
it's,
here. Take these headphones.
Here,
sit
take
up.
these. I got to go to the
Take
restroom.
it. No. Come on. You can't outdo.
This was
No.
this was a
You
bow.
got to hear it. I've heard it.
All right.
This was a bow and arrow buck.
Let's get Kyle.
Yep.
And just truth be told, I was going to sit there, but I let Kyle sit there. And
All right.
That's a very fatherly thing to do, though, right? You're
Go
like,
over that
hey,
part as well.
that big buck's gonna be out there this morning. You should probably go over there.
You are now in the echo chamber. Can you hear us well?
I can.
Awesome.
There we go.
Awesome. I'm really glad that you're talking about this because we have footage of it. You were smart enough to actually.
Oh, you got it on camera?
Yeah.
Oh,
we don't have it here to play
Dang
right
it.
now, but we will have it.
You did a perfect.
I don't like
job
the way this
filming it.
chicken's eyeing me right now.
It's on my nightstand
You don't
in
want
an
the smoke,
SD
chicken.
card right now. No, she's good. Do we have anything for her?
Chicken doesn't want
Let's
the
keep her
smoke.
going. Oh, you got to. Is Mom here to pick her up? They're about to be. We get a couple more minutes with her. Just throw a little food out.
I'm
Get some
nervous.
food out.
Last time I was this close to a chicken, and I almost
Put
had
it
to
up
get
on the
stitches.
table. See if we can get her to go. Oh yeah.
Come on, chicken. you
We're gonna talk about your epic
shot it
harvest.
when September, early season.
I think it was middle of October.
Oh, okay, middle of
Or,
October.
It
early
still
middle of
was-
October.
During the quote unquote
warm-ish.
October lull that people say, right? Where they're like, middle of October sucks for hunting.
Yeah, maybe kind of just before that a little bit. It was still pretty warm for the most part.
Yep.
It had just dropped a little bit to about 60 degrees or so, something
Okay.
like that. So it was kind of that nice point where it's like
Yep. Big temperature change.
temperature where you're like I could sit all day, that kind of thing. So, and that's what I did on the Friday beforehand. Sat all day and.
So
you-
bring
good
it
for you.
back though a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
We used to stretch it out and try to get more of our time off on. You guys would try to lean more of your time off towards the rut, and then you guys made a conscious decision. You're going to start leaning more of your time off towards the earlier season,
Correct.
and that's actually now paid off for you 2 times.
Correct.
And this would be the second of the 2. We don't have footage of the first one, but I can tell you that's a magnificent.
Yeah, I
Actually,
saw
there's
that
2
one.
bucks from last
Really good
year.
buck.
Really, really nice. The story of your first buck ever is a whole nother thing, which is unbelievable for a first-time hunter to harvest what you did. We'll get into that another time, but this year we have footage of it, and so just walk us through it. So you get out there. It was a morning hunt, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Sunday morning. Which to even go back a day further to what my dad was saying, him letting me sit in that stand. So I had sat there. We got down Friday morning, sat in the stand about 10 a.m. Sat all the way until sunset.
Yep.
Didn't see a deer, not an animal in the woods, and sat there Saturday as well. Still nothing.
Sorry, we had to capture
like, I've had
the
enough-
chicken.
I've had enough of the chicken.
You got to have long arms to be able to do what he just did. I tried doing it a second ago, and I moved too much, and the chicken caught onto me. I'm not a good chicken hunter. You are a good chicken hunter.
You did. You
nice.
snuck up on it really
All right,
good.
carry on.
No worries. So yeah, I had sat there Friday, Saturday, didn't see an animal, didn't see a deer, and we were sitting there Saturday night, and
That's tough. Where you're like, man, that's a lot of time.
I mean,
just looking at
exhausting.
Squirrels.
It's tiring. You're listening, and everything you hear, you're like, oh, it's got to be a deer. Like it's got to
Yep.
be. And so Saturday night, my dad actually left deer camp to go bring my mother to the airport the next morning.
Yep.
And so at the time I was like, geez, I might as well just go home too. Like, didn't see anything all weekend, just slow. And, that's why we're down there all the time.
Right.
And so sat it out. And next morning went back to the same stand. We had seen him on camera there a couple times. Sporadic days, all in the evening, which is very funny. All evening pictures right at the water hole, just how you want them. And Sunday morning, sat in stand and was kind of busy taking some pictures of the sunrise and
Yep.
messing around as one does. And sure as shit, a little bit of noise in the woods and popped out directly in front of me, was coming almost right under my feet,
Oh.
where it was almost at a point where it was like, it's almost too hard to shoot him right under you.
Yep.
And watched him come in a little bit more, was just eating some food plot grass.
Real
and-
quick,
Yeah.
that is an issue a lot of hunters have. I know we're getting into the weeds a little bit. It's a little specialty stuff, but yeah, if you can wait and avoid that steep shot, and you can wait until it's just a little quartered away, it's already gotten past you. That's a better option right there. Skip the misery of going through the whole thing and not being able to recover it. You want to get two vitals, and you want to be able to wait till it gets past you. So in that instance, while we're watching the video of him doing that, it's almost nerve-wracking to be like, ooh, it's right there in front of you.
Shoot it.
You can shoot it 15 times. You could shoot that thing. But you know what? Better judgment. And the other thing is, like, you had to judge to yourself, is it going to catch my wind or is it not? Because it crossed exactly your wind pattern,
Right
but
on.
it was so below you that it just wasn't I believe that it was so below you it wasn't
Well, in the
catching
morning,
it.
too, your thermals are maybe going up, right?
It was mid-morning, right? So
It was pretty much right after sunrise, so about 7 a.m.
So it hasn't, to be honest with you, it could still
Yeah.
go down.
Yeah.
But if there was enough of a breeze, it's not going down
Right.
enough. It's carrying.
Yeah, if you wanted to assume, you could probably assume with the height of the stand and the ground that the deer was on was actually slanted down away from the stand, it definitely could have went right over him. He had his head down 80% of the time, walking in, just eating grass and whatnot. So there's a good chance it could have just blown right over him. But yeah, he came in, and like you said, I kind of had a couple spots already picked out. It's like he walks into that lane, boom. He walks into that lane,
Yep.
boom. But from what we had seen earlier, he just hung out at the water hole. They want water. It's nice enough where they know they got good access to it.
He's got to
and-
go a long way for water.
Right.
And deer typically don't need as much water as you might think, but at the same
Yeah.
time, if they have it convenient to them, they're going to go to it. I say all the time, like, everybody tries to compartmentalize morning spots and afternoon spots, but sometimes you have to switch it. And actually, in your case, it was the same thing. We turned a morning spot into an afternoon spot.
Yep.
Kind of worked out in your favor, so to
Yep.
speak. And this year in my Missouri hunt, would talk about some other time, but my would have been a morning spot turned into an afternoon spot and worked out for me as well. So you can't always just say always this or never that or whatever. You have to. But watching the video and seeing the execution of it, a lot of people don't understand, right? It's incredibly hard to harvest these animals with an arrow, number one. It's incredibly hard to harvest the most mature of the animals, period. And then being at the right place at the right time, then doing the right thing and having all the conditions go together, it's very, very tough. So when you make yourself a hunter that is looking for that particular opportunity, you might actually end up at the end of the year ripping up your tag and saying, well, it didn't work out this year, and we're all perfectly fine with that. But you happen to be one of the ones that put yourself in the right spot at the right time, and then executed. And well, the video shows it all. I mean, it didn't go far. What was it like recovering that deer and celebrating?
A little bit stressful right away, to be honest. We have obviously talked extensively outside of this, where you can see in the video that I was not using any sort of Luminoc or anything. So that's kind of the big thing in most people's videos
Sure.
shooting deer, is that you can see where the arrow really hits.
Yep.
So I knew where I was shooting, but I couldn't actually see it actually hit.
Right. It all happens so fast in that moment too.
It's
Where you're like, I know I hit it there, and then you're like, but did I hit it there?
right. I mean,
I don't know who set you up with your bow or arrows, but like whoever didn't like put a Luminoc in there, you know what I mean? So you may have to ask Santa this year, like to,
I'm gonna put it on the list.
you know, put it on the list. And I know you've probably been a good boy, so you probably end up with some Luminocs in your stockings. And we call them Luminocs, but like honestly, we're not loyal to any particular brand. I actually use the Nocturnals. Either way, as you have a good reliable knock that lights up when you shoot. I mean, if anything, it gives you a cool video. If much more than that, it helps you locate your arrow afterwards and see what actually happened to it.
Right, and I definitely know now that at any point I want that while shooting a deer, because it's just like you have that just right away confirmation. Like, all right, I know kind of within a box of where that arrow landed. But no, hit it. He jumped straight in the air, which is a good sign, and he took off about as fast as possible and was out of the food plot within, 3 to 4 seconds from when I shot, which was crazy. It was one of, like you said, it was like, did I get him? Like,
Right.
did I hit him good? He ran off so fast, so well.
I know every time I've shot one, I'm like, I know the arrow hit it, but then I start try to replay it in your head, and you start questioning everything and watching how the deer reacts. How does it run away? Where does it go?
Right, and we've been very keen over the last couple months, year or so, after some non-recoveries of, stay in the stand, just wait it out, just see if it happens, because most of the time you end up wanting to let the deer sit anyways.
Right.
So that part was I would say the most stressful, was sitting in the stand for 2 hours.
Yeah, because you just want to know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, that's when all the texts go out. And that's when, you let the whole crew know and everybody knows, and they're like, oh, and it's like, big buck down, stand by, ... and that is the coolest moment. I love that. It's so much better when you see it go down, because you get to say big buck down.
Right.
But it ended up the way you want.
Yeah, and it was more of a big buck shot, not sure exactly what's going on. So yeah, let it
Shot
sit.
a big one.
Yeah, exactly. And we let it sit, and Dickie was over in the other stand with his granddaughter Loretta, and they actually came down from below to come up to my stand. They're just like, well, we might as well just come up to you and see what we see on the way up there. And sure enough, he texted me. He's like, you could probably get out of your stand and walk down about 100 yards, and he had ran straight down the hill
and they saw
to the
it
bottom.
walking in?
It was laying on the trail that we walked up to go to the stand. And
That makes recovery pretty easy.
I would argue with Dickie that that's a bad strategy.
That's pretty cool, though. That
I'm not gonna get too in the weeds with this whole thing, but
how cool for his
I like
granddaughter,
Ricky
too,
a
to see
lot.
that.
Ricky's amazing. He's a great hunter. He knows what he's doing, but let's just say it wasn't perfect execution on your part.
Mm-hmm.
Why would we go to that area? I mean, and we'll get into it another time.
my only thought, my only thought was I was walking out anyways, so it was just like, either you're gonna bump them or we're gonna bump them, or either way. But yeah, there's definitely.
I try to go the opposite way. No matter what, I go the opposite way. If I don't know, if I didn't see it expire, I go the opposite way.
walk around. Yeah.
Like whatever I have to do to get the hell out of there.
For Dick and his granddaughter, that was a pretty cool
I
experience
bet.
to walk up and just to see it laying there in the
Worked
wide
out
open.
very well. That's the positive side of it. I'm gonna sound like a dick. No, I mean I'm gonna sound like a Charles. I mean I'm gonna sound not nice, but no, I love you, Ricky. It's all good. It's just why would you walk up to a who knows what deer, right? Ted, are you with me here? Are you just?
I think you're taking a little out of context.
No, all right.
He couldn't help but walk by it. It was on the trail.
I got you. Okay, that.
Tripped over it.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
All
Ted's
right.
saying, he's like, well, the deer's on the trail. So
I just I have experience with
Take the
calling
trail.
too many people in on a deer track, and things don't always go the way you think they're going to go. Story for another time. ... Look at chase the bottom. Chase the link at the bottom. We'll show you that story a different time. So, but Kyle, congratulations! Another very mature monster on the wall. Very, very nice, symmetrical 10-point buck. Super cool. We'll get some footage of it added to this episode, and we have so much more to share. But brother, thank you.
Thank you. Of
Appreciate
course.
you.
Okay, you gentlemen pretty much killed it.